Eren Yeager. We are in the end game now. We sure are. We have arrived. Ugh. Hello. Hello, hello. How is everyone doing today? This fine summer morn. Wow, look at all those emotes that Jaden just used. You go, Jaden. I'm here, reaching far across these new frontiers. With my life, I fight this fear. In my head, I hold the ones I love. You got stuck in rain? Sounds terrible. How am I doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing well. Dracula Daily? The heck is that? Am I ready to start making the enchilada family tree? I mean, I feel like we're past that point. I feel like we've already begun. We got Edmund and Dimitri and Enerjack and Locke and Athair and the other one. Got Laura Lee and all the people. How do I feel about Espio and Ganondorf having the same voice actor? It's pretty cool. I think Matt Mercer is a dope individual. I've never met him personally. I would love to. But he what I kind of love about him is that he started very much like a lot of us content creators did. Like he started out making just stuff that he thought was fun, stuff that he loved doing video game wise on the internet, and then he just created a career where like people know his name and people love him. Did I hear that Matthew Mercer's voicing Gander? I mean, we've known that for a while. He's just now officially been able to reveal that, but everyone knew that was Matt Mercer. Do I ever wonder what the dog doing? I sure do. Sometimes I do. I've been prone to know that. Red Wolf with the 5. Thank you so much. Thank you, Yelbat. By the way, I didn't say thank you. Thank you. Thank you, the Red Wolf, as well, for your sticker, your Bravo sticker. Thank you. He also voiced Jotaro. I did not know that. Jotaro. Yo, what's up, Aura? Nate Clem with the 5. This is it. Sonic ends. All of it. That's right. Everything after June 1997 is fake. Thank God. Matt Mercer played Ganondorf and There Will Be Brawl. Yes. So people have been saying that like online for like ever since the first time we heard Ganondorf in Tears of the Kingdom. And I had no idea because I actually did watch There Will Be Brawl when I was a kid. I thought it was I thought it was awesome. It was like the coolest fucking thing I'd ever seen when I was a kid. And I just love the production. I think what I loved about the production was that it wasn't a high. You could tell it wasn't a high budget thing. You could tell that it was something that like friends came together to make, but it was still like really competently made. And I loved it. I loved stuff like that back in the day. So to find out that like a voice actor that I look up to a lot, because one of the first roles I think I knew Matt Mercer for was Leon in Resident Evil 6, and I love Leon. And I was like, oh, that's sick. You know, Matt Mercer, he sounds really cool. He's a cool dude. Oh wow, he did Espio as well in like the modern cast, and like finding out all the other roles that he does as well. I can't like off the top of my head, I can't think. There's so many that he's done that I can't think of any. But to find out, like, oh, he was the live action Ganondorf and There Will Be Brawl. Wow, that just blew my mind. He's finally come full circle. He sure is. Yeah. Is this stream gonna end in issue 50? No, we're probably gonna go past it for sure. I just de-gratify your donation. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I not say thank you? I'm sorry, David. Thank you for the 2. I'm so sorry. I thought I did. Yes, Chrom from Fire Emblem Awakening. That's right. That was another one he did. What do I think about Battle Block Theater out? What do you mean? I've never played Battle Block Theater. It looks fun? Question mark? I don't know. Are the issue numbers right? No. I need to update it. Hold on. We have read up to number 49. Okay, and this is Knuckles number 6. And after that is Sonic 50. So the end of Endgame. The end game. Actually, this is wrong, because this says... What the hell? When did this go wrong? Hold on, let me check when Sonic 49 came out. This came out in August. And Knuckles the Echidna came out... Wow, there was a whole ass month where they didn't... I was gonna say upload. Jesus. There was a whole ass month where they didn't publish anything. Cause Knuckles number 6 is in October, not August like I have it on my list. Weird. Hello, Nova. You'll probably have to clarify some things for me, because I know you won't believe it otherwise. Okay. They didn't upload for a whole month, yeah. Something about his casting sounds off, though. Like, he might be a surprisingly decent game, but I guess you were hoping for someone lesser known to get the role. Yeah, I mean, because a lot of, like, Nintendo voice actors I've noticed are kind of, like, not novices necessarily, but, like, they're lesser known. They're not as mainstream as, like, a lot of other projects are. Which, I mean, that's not, like, either a good or bad thing. It's just, it's kind of cool. Am I reading regular issue 51st or the director's cut? I just have whatever I have. I don't know. I better read Supersonic Special 6. It's a full version of issue 50 because original was cut. Do I even have that on my list? Hold on. I do. Okay, when we get to it, I'll show it off. Okay, so Knuckles the Echidna. Oh my god, look at fucking this guy. Talking. I was trying to remember his name. Book 6. There is no bond stronger than that between a parent and a child. It begins when the first moments of breath, when a newborn infant enters into the world and is dependent upon its parents for its very survival. With the dependency comes unquestioning obedience and love in return. Okay, the fuck? Tell us how you really feel, Ken. Jesus Christ. That's really fucked up, actually. Like, with the dependency comes unquestioning obedience and love in return. Like, just because your parents decided to put you in this world, you owe them. You will obey everything they say, and you will love them because they said so. Hello, Studio Alpha. Because the child's fortunes are so linked with whatever befalls the parents, as the child begins to grow and learn about his surroundings, he at first accepts much of what he sees as the absolute truth. It is only when the child begins to develop the capacity to see behind the so-called truths that he begins to seek the real answers. Knuckles has begun to question that which he has learned and experienced. Beyond the question, though, is one simple basic truth that stands before all else. No matter what has gone on before, he loves his parents above all else. It's just weird that they use the same phrase so close to each other. Even if he doesn't understand their estranged relationship. With his mother now in harm's way, Knuckles is ready to do what any son would do, even at the cost of his own life. Well, dear God, Texas with the 7. Thank you so much, TXS. You noticed in yesterday's stream I said that I was halfway through the run. Were there other 200 plus issues not scanned? Also, Archimedes nuts. I said I was halfway through the run. Is that what I said? I don't remember saying that. No, I'm not. I'm not even halfway through anything, dude. There's so many fucking comics left. I don't remember why I would have said that. Remember, Penders is a dead. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like, tell us how you really feel. Yo, what's up, Greg? halfway through Archie. Dude, I'm not halfway through anything. I'm not halfway through Archie. I'm not halfway done reading these comics. I don't know why. I don't remember saying that. I think I might have said we're halfway through Endgame. Not through not through the whole Archie run. You really don't understand this plotline that Echidna's renounced technology dismantled Echidnopolis, and now we see the city full of technology. So I think that what we're seeing is, they kind of explained it briefly, that like what we're seeing is sort of like a hyperspace technology that's like stored in, it's almost like virtual reality, but kind of not virtual reality. It's kind of like that.
I don't know about you guys, but I feel stupid just chilling around here.
Since we haven't heard from Knuckles yet, what else can we do?
You know he's depending on us to hold the fort until it gets back.
What the hell is happening here? Like, what is this up here that SBO is... SBO's like climbing something.
If he gets back, I think Nux is being snowed with that witch he's with.
Good golly, Miss Molly! What's happening on the floating island?
Either somebody cranked the volume, or that rumble was closing in on the hood. It was closer. Much closer.
What does it all mean?
Did someone not... Am I fucking insane, or did someone not draw the background correctly? What am I looking at? I'm very confused. The Elbow with the 5. If I could actually choose in Doki Doki Literature Club, which Doki would I personally choose? I don't know. Probably Yuri. I don't know. Maybe it's an invisible base. I get. Maybe.
I don't know, but I lay odds Knuckles does. All right, time to kick some dingo
Patience, let them come to us. While those donkeys downstairs think we're negotiating over the hostages, let's get ready to move out.
Look at this Echidna grandma, or grandpa, I don't know.
Yes, sir. Wait a minute, I think I heard something.
Sounds like someone's in there.
Go check it out, Jasper. The last thing we need now is some jerk who thinks he's a hero.
Well, if he knows what's good for him. Actually, these dingoes look like Scooby-Doo.
Jasper? What's happening?
And if you know what's good for you, bub, you'll quit now before things get really mean.
Arrogant swine!
So strange that they have hair on top of their dress. Dude, I was thinking the exact same thing.
Nah, swine, Echidna. There's not an ounce of pork in this bod. Ooh. Now pay attention, son, and I'll show you how it's done at my old alma mater. Don't you know these guys are from the School of Hard Knocks? They wouldn't know higher education if it bit them. Nice tackle. I played varsity.
Okay, whatever.
Knuckles, Windmaker.
Winemaker? How do you pronounce this, dude? I'm usually pretty good at this, but like these are just very... I would assume it's Windmaker, right? I could be wrong.
Wind Waker, are you two all right? Oh, Knuckles, it's been so long, and I missed you so much. Knuckles, I hate to put an end to this happy reunion, but we've got company coming, and I don't think they particularly like us.
Windmocker? It could be Windmocker, true.
Down this way, troops! Sounds like Squadron Commander's handful.
It sounds more like King Candy than Scooby-Doo.
We're too late. Check all the rooms. Whoever did this has to be here. Wait, we're fading out. Not to worry, vermin.
I can't.
We even failed the general. Oh, I'm sure he'll be quite pleased with what we have.
Important message for you, Constable. Huh? Headquarters is ordering you back to base, sir. Any idea what it's about, Brock? Oh, that's all I was told, sir.
Maybe it's Knuckles returned from wherever.
Possibly. We won't know until...
Huh? How did you get here?
This looks very bad. Very bad indeed.
What looks bad, old friend?
Dio, I'm glad you've come. An informed opinion would be most welcome. I'm afraid I've blamed the wrong party for these disturbances. The dingoes have absolutely nothing to do with the energy fluctuations that are breaking down the barriers between the hyperzones.
Then who or what is the cause, Hawking?
I believe Haven has the answers we seek. With the barriers in flux, it's been hard maintaining contact. However...
Read me? Over.
Ah, there you are, Locke. Did you receive my earlier transmission?
Wait, these guys know each other? What the hell is happening, bro? Why is everyone saying Dio? Because that's the name of this fire ant. His name is Dio with an E. Does the Scooby voice sound strangely similar to Twan? I think it's because I'm like going up and down. What the hell is happening? Why do these people know each other?
Affirmative, Grandfather Hawking. In regards to your speculation, we believe the current situation can be believe the current situation can be traced to an Omega wave that originated in Robotropolis.
Possible Omega reference?
When the Omega wave wiped everything out of existence in the primary zone for just a billionth of a second,
What the fuck are you talking about?
it accelerated the entropic effect, allowing the buffers between zones to break down. The first sign of the zone collapse occurred when the Dark Legion invaded the floating island. Further evidence emerged when seismic shockwaves erupted in the Marble Garden Zone. I refuse to call it the Marble Zone because that's not what it is. As Echidnopolis took form and shape on the island once again, it was then we began to grasp the true magnitude of the problem. Compounded even more by the fact that other zones are now fighting for the same space in our zone.
So you're saying...
Exactly.
I haven't even said anything yet. How would you know what I was going to say?
I know everything, apparently. The Echidnas and the Dingoes are on a collision course to Earth. And only one can survive at the expense of the other.
I've already checked out of the story. It's so overly convenient and complicated that I kind of already just don't care. Like, that's never what you want to happen. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even that I don't necessarily understand what's happening. It's just that, like, it's so over-explained and so overly convenient and so, like, of course Locke and Hawking know each other because they've been in communication. Of course they would know what's happening to Echidna. Of course they would know what's happening to the floating. It's just like, it's not fun to read. Is Knuckles considered bald now? I guess so. He must be, huh?
That was prudent on your part to get Lady Laura to safety guardian. Yeah, but we weren't able to save the others. A temporary setback, I'm sure. Allow me, milady.
Thank you, dear Constable.
Once we have a chance to regroup, we can fight back on our terms. I'm open to suggestion. After I've seen to certain matters needing immediate attention, you can relax in my office in the meantime. Archie, go scope 'em out.
On my way. Do you ever get used to that?
That's his way.
You haven't said much to me, Knuckles.
What do I say? Where do I start?
You could start by acknowledging your mother.
You know what I just realized and almost kind of makes me uncomfortable is that, like, Laura Lee has the bandages on her dreadlocks, And doesn't Tikal have something very similar on, like, her wristlets and stuff? Oh, no, I think it's on her legs, right? Like, the reason that makes me uncomfortable is because, like, I shudder to think that, like, Sonic Team and Sega, like, were inspired by this. Yeah, and on her dreadlocks too. Does she have them on her dreadlocks too? I don't remember that. Where am I going with this? Well, just that, like, I don't like the idea that Sega and Sonic Team were, like, look toward the comics to be like, yeah, we should do that. You know? Sonic Adventure came out after this. Yeah, it did. Laura Leigh? It could be Laura Leigh.
After all, that's what I was when you came into the world. I thought the future held nothing but joy and wonder as you lay in my arms. I had not comprehended what it meant to be the wife of a guardian just yet. Although I knew your destiny before you were even born, I believed I would have a say in your upbringing. Then when I didn't, it was then that I realized I could either accept it or walk away.
Weren't there any other options?
If your bloodlines were more traditional, perhaps.
And they most certainly are anything but. I've just received word from Guardian Hawking. And he thinks he may have found a solution. All he needs is that hyperzone doohickey of his.
The situation is much more complex than that, Guardian. It might be that both Penders and Sonic Team took the same or similar design inspiration. I can only hope. Because here's the thing too, right? Is that, like, if that were the case, like, because I don't necessarily mind that there's, I guess I don't necessarily mind that there's, like, bleed over, right? But I feel like that even adds more credence to the fact that they don't ever expect to use any of the comic or the Archie characters in the games. Because if they did take Penders' designs, for example, right? If they did take Penders' designs as inspiration for Tikal, why wouldn't you just use the Archie comic characters? They are supposedly your characters to use, right? Why would you then use them as inspiration instead of just them, right? Should we start calling Tikal Tick All to fit the Archie, right? They didn't? Interesting. It's probably just because of the Aztecs inspiration, but I don't think... Did Aztecs use... You'd think I'd know this as a possible descendant of, but, like, I don't think Aztecs used bandages in their wear, did they? Oh, I think that they just used, like, traditional, like, cloths and yeah, they didn't use bandages. Well, I don't think it was Aztecs. I think it was what is that culture called? Whatever. It's So I wonder where either would have got it from. Yeah, exactly. They could just be a coincidence. That's a huge coincidence. They're not Mayan, because Mayans are Mexican as well. They were the Echidna civilization in Sonic Adventure was based off of a Peruvian culture, but I can't remember what they're called. It's not Mayans, because Mayans are, as far as I know, they're Incan, thank you. The Incans. Hold on. Incan outfits. I mean, this doesn't really seem like... I mean, it seems closer to the Echidnas, I think. Abraham Incan. I mean, this is, like, not exactly what I think of when I think of the Echidnas, but this is, like... Because, like, this is... Sonic Adventure Echidna Tribe inspiration. I'm really afraid that some, like, weird shit's gonna pop up when I look this up. I mean, like, if you look... I mean, I know that this might not be technically official or whatever, but, like... I don't know. I feel like this is closer. Because I think that the thing that to call... Oh, she does have bandages. I never interpreted those as bandages. I always thought they were just like markings on her dreadlocks. Whatever. Anyway.
That's only part of the equation. I still have a citizenry to get to save. Whoa! Dingoes! Echidnas!
General, it's the apocalypse! We're all doomed!
Get a grip on yourself, Gerbil. This might indeed be the final act and ongoing struggle between our people and the accursed echidnas. But in the end, it is we who shall survive. First, we must draw the Guardians out into the open. And what better way than to use their own kind as lure?
General, may I be of service?
Field Commander Rat, I believe you have some guests of great importance. Take them to the square and put them on display.
Alive?
Whichever you prefer.
Very well. Attention, line up all the echidnas against the wall.
We'd sooner give our lives than submit to a beast like yourself.
As you wish. Ready? Aim! Fire!
This one echidna, this orange echidna over here with the lightning bolt is like one of the more unique ones, but he totally looks like a DeviantArt character for sure. What's my point? What's my point with what? Specifically. Are we sure that Pender's design has bandages? Maybe she does have markings? I don't think they're markings because, like, you wouldn't, if they were markings, there wouldn't be an overlap. You know what I mean? That's why I think that these are bandages, is because there's, like, overlap between one and the other.
The joke's on you. We're playing my favorite game, and you'll never know when it gets real. Guess what, dingbat? We're about to play my favorite game instead.
Oh, maybe that was... Actually, no, that might have been Archimedes, right? Oh, yeah, no, it was Knuckles.
What? Who dares?
Knuckles is the name. Smashing goons like you is my game. It's crunch time, people. Let's get with the program.
Ooh, that was my favorite thing that they added in the games from the comics, is when Knuckles says it's crunch time.
Don't you know it isn't polite to point? Oh yeah? Eat my plasma, baby! Sorry, wrong flavor. At least you're useful for something.
Listen, Gruesome, I need a rap with your master. Where is he?
Why should I tell a kid in a garbage like you? We can show you where, my friend. We saw him not too long ago.
Too bad for you, pal.
Down this corridor and take a left to the elevator.
You heard the word. Let's move it.
This is almost too easy. We better be ready. For any...
Here, let me help you up.
Save it for some other weak sister.
Not about now. I bet there's lots of folk worrying about more important stuff than how cool they are.
Run for the bunkers!
Take shelter, everyone. The time for action.
The time for action is now, Neo. Once again, I have a choice to make, and what the repercussions will be, I cannot even imagine. Signal Archimedes and tell him, get everyone to safety.
Oh, I'm doing all right, Midnight. How are you doing? Maybe the markings can be like a potty paint thing? Well, right, but what I'm saying is for Knuckles' mom, I don't think that they are, because if they were markings, I don't think that they would overlap. You know what I mean? Like, they would just follow the shape of the markings. That's why I don't think that those are, like, it's not like Knuckles' chest tuft, right? Like, if there was overlapping something on Knuckles' chest, then I'd be like, oh, that doesn't look like part of his chest. Dude, that ant looks high as fuck.
Red alert, Knuckles! Hawking says to get everyone underground!
How long do we have?
We're on borrowed time already, Knuckles.
No argument there. Alrighty then. Next up, Bad Guy Suite.
We've got to get out of here, General.
Calm yourself, Jabble. I'm just about ready. Once I don my power glove, I'll give the accursed echidna something to really fear.
I hope so.
I wish Nintendo would sue Ken Penders, because you don't have the rights to the name Power Glove. That was something that Mattel and Nintendo made, so you should get sued.
Because they're blocking our exit!
Isn't this precious? What are you reading safe to prove by this show of bravado? Well, if you're willing to listen, I'll spell it out for you. My mission is to get my fellow echidnas your bullet boys made off with to safety. You expect me to believe that's your only purpose? You dope! I could care less what you believe.
You could care less? I think you mean you couldn't care less. I mean, if you could care less, then that means you care at least a little bit.
All I know is unless that everyone gets to the underground bunkers, it's gonna get nasty real soon. Is that a threat? I'll do more than just threaten. I'll show you power. It's about time you echidnas were taken down a peg or two.
Also, echidnas shouldn't have an apostrophe, because it's a plural, it's not a possessive. Yeah, you don't got the copyrights. Are the bandages or whatever they are meant to reference dreads that have rings and other accessories rather than a specific culture that uses bandages? Honestly, maybe. That may be the case, because I don't think that we've ever had, like, an official, like, official art of echidnas with beads on them. At least in the games. There is, like, Uekawa art, like a Christmas Knuckles that has very similar, like, markings, or I don't think these are bandages. I think that these might just be, like, meant to be markings. Just because, like, they don't jot out a little bit. Like, on Tikal, I don't know if this is official art or not. But, like, here you can see that they jot out a little bit. So, I interpret those as bandages. Shade, those are just, like, that's her natural fur. With Pachacamac, those are just markings, too. Unless that's just how his fur is as well. Like, this is official art. And the reason I think that that's the thing, I don't know. Because if they're markings, why would they be so, like, why would there be a division between the markings? I guess is my thing, too.
Get back, Julie Sue!
I can take care of myself if you don't mind.
Accursed echidna!
What's going on with Knuckles' arm there?
What are you guys waiting for? Get out of here!
You heard him. Sergeant, get everyone out!
Is it ribbon braiding? I don't know. It could be.
While the Guardian squares things out with your boss, why don't you say we check out where our friends are? I'll just work here, mate. What the
Exactly.
And you'll help us if you know what's good for you.
Order the citizens to the bunkers, Constable. The zones are breaking down faster than I had anticipated.
Will that be all, Guardian?
That will be all for now, Constable. Out. As for me, once again I have events to set in motion.
Oh, this stupid shit. I'm the game master. I know everything that's going to happen because I caused it.
Once again, I must take action that has profound implications for everyone involved.
If you say so.
Such is the responsibility of a guardian.
No longer will more people suffer at the hands of your kind. Do you hear me? Crystal Babe.
What? Well, he's not calling her a crystal babe. I think he's just saying crystal and then calling her a babe. Or his babe. Which is just kind of weird.
Personally, I think you need other outlets for your aggressive nature.
Let's see how funny you think you are when I... You don't get it, do you? Just hold that pose, and I'll try to make myself perfectly clear.
I think he's got the point.
You ain't exactly my favorite playmate, bub, but I need you to get your thugs to go along with the program. So either we call a truce, or my people will be the only ones who survive. Watch your step, my lady.
Don't worry about me, Constable. You should be taking care of those more in need.
I'm giving her a little bit too much of a southern accent, I feel like. Echidnas don't have dreads, they have quills, do they? Well, I mean, yeah, because I guess dreads are hair. But I think they are, I mean, they do call them dreads in official media, don't they? I'm pretty sure.
We'll be fine, Constable. I'll see that she's looked after.
As you wish.
Just have me paged if needed. I'll be securing the bunker entrance. I thought that said blinker for a second.
The bunker entrances in the meantime.
I take it this is where you go in times of emergency. We ain't not as secretive as you Echidnas.
Nope, just more warlike.
I'd watch it with the comments if I were you. We just might not be so inclined to share our space with you. Listen to that rumbling, pal. It looks like the whole deck of cards is coming down.
I feel like they're doing that, like, fade-out over narration a whole lot in this one.
Guess they don't build them like they used to.
Did it ever occur to you that some things...
Wow, that was a record. I kind of get why they're doing it, because it's supposed to be, like, this tense moment, but it's honestly just a little bit more distracting than tense.
That there are sometimes things beyond our control? Why don't we skedaddle
first and discuss things later? Now that's what I call getting there.
Oh, he transported them to the... Okay.
General Stryker, what are your orders, sir?
That depends on what's still standing on the surface.
Constable Remington.
Would you look at that? It's dingoes!
Sir, it's some kind of echidna trick!
Move away, Guardian, first one to swing answers to me. Right about now, I figure cool thinking is called for. What's it gonna be, Stryker? Looks like a whole new ball game to me. For all of us. I think we'll go out and look around. Then we'll speak. I doubt either side has a winner today. For once, I couldn't agree more. At least Echidnopolis is standing.
Wait, it's over already? I would have thought that you guys would have been there for a little bit. Came first, Stryker from Mortal Kombat or Stryker from Archie Sonic? Mortal Kombat, actually. Because I think Stryker's from Mortal Kombat 3, which came out in 1994? Right? Mortal Kombat 3. 1995, never mind. I mean, still, it still came out before Archie Stryker. Well, that was a thing that happened. Yeah, I mean, like, didn't Knuckles call them quills and murder Sonic the Hedgehog? Did he? He might have, I don't remember. How many issues do I read per video? I try to go for 4, but if I can't, then oh well.
There's Catweasel overhead. We must be on the floating island. That must mean... Archie, we have to check on Grandfather Hawking!
Wait, did you not know you were on the float? Where did you think you were? What the fuck are you talking about? Where did you think you were? My God. Oh my God. Like, dead ass, where did you think you were if not on the floating island? I'm so confused at that comment. Like,
what a mess! Do you think...
I believe there's someone here who could help us. Grandfather Volente, can you tell us what's become of the Guardian Hawking?
I'm afraid his fate is out of my hands.
For you younger readers, Dio is Grandfather Volente's first name. Okay, well, you didn't establish... You can establish shit like this without having to rely on editor notes, right? Well, to be fair, I guess that's just how Penders wrote it, and the editor was like, oh, he never explained it. Hey, Ken, who the fuck is Volente? I thought his name was Dio. Oh, Dio's his first name. Okay, Well, thanks for establishing that, dickhead. Now I have to add a square in there. Thanks. Anyway. That's what you're confused about? Because apparently Echidnopolis was in another zone, I think not directly on the island. But it's on a zone that you access from the floating island. I would assume that means, I don't know. It's just weird. Like, if this is Echidnopolis, right? He knows Echidnopolis is on the floating island, and even if it was a separate zone, it's just weird that he would think that it's weird that they're not on the floating. I don't know.
However, there is something your grandfather wanted you to have, Knuckles. He'd been saving it for someone very special. That someone was you. Me? Special? I don't get it. Maybe not now, but someday you will understand.
He's gone!
You know, this really burns. Too many questions and not enough answers.
All in due time. All in good time.
So what you think, Archie?
Definitely you, my boy. Definitely you.
Yeah, I really... Next, the return of Enerjack along with the Dark Legion, the Dingo Settle in Echidnopolis, more secrets of the Haven, plus Lara Lay, Julie Sue, Archimedes, and Chaotix. Oh yeah, we threw in Knuckles as a bonus. Be here. Hilarious. Funniest joke you've ever said in one of these comics. Anyway. We're gonna check out Archie's Supersonic Special 6 afterwards, but apparently that's not what's next, so I don't know. Stop telling him you're hiding secrets. Why the fuck does he have to know right before he needs to do something instead of... Yup, I agree. 50, here we are, issue 50. Okay, this looks like maybe not a reprint? Question mark? Wait, this was in September. So this should have come before the Knuckles Why the fuck? I don't understand, dude. I don't know why the information online is so wrong. So confused. Or why the dates were wrong. This art in the background's kind of cool. I love just King Acorn just completely made out of... What the hell is that? Is this spoiling shit? Because, like, Amy's hugging Dulcie, even though I don't think they've ever met. Sonic is punching Robotnik in the background, and then Platypus Man over here is also grabbing him like Thanos. It looks like Bunny's a little afraid of the Down Under dudes. Oh no, he's not completely crystallized yet. I thought he was. It's like Dr. Quack or whatever. Knuckles is fighting Sleuth Doggy Dog. Dr. Quack is like having fun with Wolfman Van Gee, and so are his kids. I forgot his name. Drago. Drago. I forgot his name. In the year 3235, the ambitious of one being have the ambitions of one being have affected. Oh, of one being. I thought, god damn it. Of one being have affected the lives of Sonic the Hedgehog, his friends, and all who dwell upon the planet Mobius. Up until now, the battle had been fought by a code of honor adhered to by many, despite the treachery of the one. But that was then, this is now. Having lost his beloved by means most foul and framed for her apparent murder, Sonic the Hedgehog now finds himself fighting for redemption against friend and foe alike, attempting to prove his innocence and ferret out the real villains in the process. After surviving a crash landing on his way to the Devil's Gulag, a relentless pursuit by Jeffrey St. John and his crack troops, eventually making his way to the floating island with the assistance of the gentle dragon Dulcie, Sonic has come seeking the help of its guardian, Knuckles the Echidna. Now, as the players assemble for the final act, they will all discover there is nothing more dangerous than a hedgehog with a cause. What kind of holy retcon, Batman? Jesus Christ! How many times are they gonna retcon this shit? Dude, not even that long ago. Not even that long ago. Julian did not look, he looked more like Robotnik. What is happening? Oh my god. What about a hedgehog with a cause and a gun? Julian of the House of Ivo! Prepare— Wait, so Ivo's the family name? Okay, sure. Prepare to be punished!
I'm afraid I badly miscalculated. The scheme was perfect, but the timing was— oof!
Did you get him, Londo?
I don't see him, Jakar.
Fuck is happening?
He must still be running somewhere up ahead. You know the minister won't tolerate failure. He'll want our heads if we can't bring back Julian's, that's for certain. This way.
Jules is... Yeah, Jules is Sonic's dad. That's right. Yeah.
What do you think, Charles? Very interesting, Jules. We won't find out why if we leave him there.
I'll figure out Jules' voice at some point.
I've never seen the Overlanders turn on one of their own.
Overlanders?
This goes against my better judgment, considering what his kind have done. Well, we're not his kind. Besides, he may just be what we need to win the war. Put pedal to the metal, brother. We haven't a moment to lose.
Maybe so, but I can't help but having a nasty feeling about our cargo.
Hey, is that a St. John over there that I see?
As my people rely more on their size to intimidate their opponents, they're actually quite vulnerable to a direct attack, especially when outnumbered.
Since you know their weaknesses best, it seems you're the logical choice to lead the troops, Warlord Julian.
You can't. What the fuck are Bark and Bean doing here? And Ray? Is that Ray? Like, I feel like you shouldn't be able to just dump all this new shit out of... I mean, granted, it'll probably be contextualized, but my god, there's just so much information right now. You forgot to water the broccoli plants yesterday. Mom already took care of it. They're already springing back. No worries. So this isn't a retcon. I mean it... yeah, I guess not, but, like, it's just weird. Charles' Uncle Chuck. No, I know that.
At my command.
This is insane, Jules. Him helping us. Him leading us.
I'm sure King Acorn has his reasons, Charles.
For the kingdom! Is that right? Dude, it's Rystar in the back. Wow, I didn't know Rystar was a Mobian. That's kind of cool. Yeah, okay, so it wasn't really a retcon, because he does eventually end up looking like this. But how long was he part of their... How long was he on the Mobian side that... Weird. Okay.
Crush them all.
The monitor readings are showing the doctor more excited than usual. It must be a really good dream. Oh. Unfortunately, it's time to awaken him. Care to do the honors? Honestly, he looks intimidating as fuck here. I kind of love this.
Such a wonderful dream. It's always always a delight to remember lamentations of one's enemies. Whatever it is better be good to justify waking me from my slumber.
We have secured a test subject as per your instructions, sir.
Who is it? The Hedgehog, perhaps?
An overlander male, sir.
An overlander, you say? Well, this is worth waking up for. If I'm lucky, it's someone I really hate. Is everything all set for beta testing?
There's just enough energy for one test, sir. I could have sworn this is a dude that was like, do you guys remember, like, you guys are probably too young, some of you anyway, to remember, like, Burger King in the mid-90s, late 2000s, mid to late 90s, early 2000s? Let me see if I can find it. Burger Kids, late 90s. The Burger King Kids Club. Okay, maybe not exactly them, but I don't know. I guess he just kind of reminds me of this dude a little bit. I know it's like has nothing to do with anything, but like I don't know why he's what I thought of. Broly? Yeah, I guess it is kind of Broly. There he is. It's Broly before he got Super Saiyan buff or whatever. Kakaroto! Carrot cake? The legendary superhuman. I don't even remember I don't even know what Broly sounds like. I've like maybe seen it once, but I have no idea.
Excellent. And look over there, our volunteer. You're just the beginning, my friend.
Julian?
Julian? Alive? We thought you were dead. We never even suspected you of being the dreaded Robotnik.
Even though my fame has somewhat preceded me, as you can plainly see, the reports of my demise were somewhat exaggerated. Unhappily for you, I intend to prove there is fate worse than death.
Wait! Can't we talk this over?
Well, I enjoy watching someone grovel and beg. I'm afraid other considerations outweigh personal pleasures.
No!
Eureka! I've done it again. Another resounding triumph on my part. Once the shipment from down under arrives, we'll be able to unleash my most devastating weapon yet. And then Mobius will be mine.
That's what you think, Uncle. We'll see who has the last laugh yet.
For whom the bells toll. Why does Jeffrey look so different? I guess it's just because it's a different artist, but he just looks so different here. Sonic Archives reprints use the director's cut version of Sonic 50. Well, that's the thing. Did we are some of them reprints and others are not? Because we already read Archie Supersonic issue special #1, and that wasn't a reprint of anything. So I wonder, like, if some of them are reprints and then others aren't, kind of like how Fleetway did it, where it's just like, issue 221, but it's like a reprint of another story. I wonder if that's what it is.
Listen up, Nux. I need your help to clear my name. I'm being framed.
As personal guard to King Acorn of Mobius, I deputize and command you to help me bring Princess Sally's assassin to justice.
What? Princess Sally? Dead? I told her you were no good.
No, you gotta believe me. Don't.
I can't get a clear shot at the Hedgehog.
You emailed that move, Redbone. Ugh.
Yeah, get it instead of telegraphed.
Hold that spin, traitor. Smalley, Fleming, 10 loose on the hounds. No chance. No matter how fast you are, I'll always be faster.
Says you, loudmouth.
Hey, what the?
You can run, but I can... You can run, but I can hide.
Espio the Chameleon, one of the Chaotix.
I can tell that whoever did the coloring here misread what Sonic's mouth was supposed to be, because I'm pretty sure it was just supposed to be clenched teeth, but they thought it was like the inside of the mouth, so they colored it red. That's funny. Bruh.
By order of King Acorn.
Stuff that, pal. I give the orders on the floating island. That's right. I only listen to Knuckles.
Enough!
Although I have been known to listen to a dragon every now and then.
Dulcie, in the nick of time.
Yeah, didn't Knuckles, like, punch the shit out of Dulcie or whatever?
As you know, dragons...
Dragons.
Dragons cannot tell lies. That is why we sense the purity of truth, and I know Sonic is not lying about being framed.
The dragon's spoken word is fact.
How the fuck do you know? Aren't dragons supposed to be, like, extinct or whatever in this world? And like, Dulcie was one of the only ones that, like, was awoken? How the fuck are you about to be like, I know everything about the rules of dragons? Call me fucking... God damn it. The moment's passed, but I was gonna call her the Game of Thrones girl. Call me goddamn Khaleesi with how much I know about dragons.
Now, will you just listen to me, St. John?
Call me Daenerys Targaryen. That's the name. I couldn't remember.
Our real enemy is trying to divide and conquer us. Instead, we must team up. Fleming, bring your plane into this clearing.
Yes, sir. What's your next move, Nux? Out of respect for Princess Sally, I'm going to help Sonic. I want you to assemble the Chaotix and guard the island until I get back.
I don't think I'll fit in a plane, Sonic. That's okay, Dulce. Dulce de leche. You've done more than enough. Chill. We'll take it back to...
Okay, the joke is, for people who don't understand Spanish, so I know that he's saying dulce, but in Spanish that says dulce, which means sweet. And dulce de leche is like a caramel. Just don't worry about it.
Not her!
Move along. You will all be roboticized. Mecha slavery is inevitable. Escape is impossible.
We freedom fighters have done the impossible before!
Let's get back to the bathysphere and the Sea Fox. We've got to get some of the other freedom fighters to help. Help from the other freedom fighter groups.
I can't believe that Robotnik found our secret village location!
The way things have been going lately, nothing surprises me. At least he doesn't know about our underground canal system and water vehicles. Well, if it isn't Blubber Breath and the Two-Tailed Freak. Game over, freedom fighters. Back upstairs and join the rest of the losers.
Oh yeah, baloney!
Then again, he might.
You're my prisoners now, and if you're real good, I'll just ship your carcass off to the slave labor camps and down under.
Bunny, no! Don't fool with the colère! Hold still, if I can just...
Cell guard calling Crockbot not hold prisoners. Caller has been detonated, destroying all 4 inmates.
Too bad. I was looking forward to torturing them. I still have the other three left. Very well. Report to the loading dock.
At once.
Did you hear that, Sugar? Sounds like our teammates are still alive. We better find them, fast. After that, I suggest we make our way to the loading dock. I'm afraid I can't make out what they're saying, but whatever they're doing doesn't look none too good. We'll create a diversion by taking out Crockbot and his crew, but it's up to you to get yourself to the airbus. Seeing as the airbus is our ticket home, ready, dear bunny? As ever, Sugar. Hey there, tall, green, and gruesome.
Oh, never mind. Oh god, I have to switch gears every so often with the accents.
Hey there, tall, green, and gruesome. We have a circuit or two to pick with you.
That voice. It can't be.
But it is.
I'm going southern again, god damn it.
Whatever happened to peace and love, mate? Whatever happened to that? No problem. We love to smash these bots to pieces. I hope the Down Under freedom fighters manage to overcome that. Oh. I hope the Underground freedom fighters manage to overcome that feed rockbot. I'm sure they'll be fine. We ain't got our own problems. In you go.
Ivo Robotnik in Robotropolis, calling Crockbot's crater in Down Under. Come in, Crockbot.
What? Look, I'm dealing with an uprising here at the prison camp. The mineral ore we've mined is already on its way to you.
Ah, that's what I wanted to know. Robotnik, over and out. Once I get the ore, my ultimate annihilator will be functional, at which time I will unleash the UA's power.
The UA's power? Is that what he's saying?
UA's power on the village of Not Whole, erasing it from existence forever. I must return to the slumber chamber before the ore arrives. I want to be well rested for my ultimate victory.
Come on, faster, specimens.
Looks like the end of the line, old buddy.
What's that noise overhead?
It's an airplane. By the scepter of King Acorn, charge!
Don't just stand there, you rust buckets. Blast them out of the sky. Look, it's Jeffrey, Knuckles, and Sonic. They're working together.
Let's join them! Come on, everybody! Do it for Princess Sally! What the hell are you guys talking about in chat right now? Why did you say underground? Because it's underground, isn't it? El dulce de leche es bueno. Where was Dulce this entire time if he couldn't find her until he ran out of energy to run away? Wait, what? If he couldn't find her until he ran... Where was Dulce this entire time? What do you mean? When? Talking about hit movie Hop, starring James Marsden, also known as Thomas Wachowski? Fight! Freedom! Fight! Freedom! Wow, look at these fights. I love that Jeffrey just looks super inconsistent in this.
Okay, we've played around enough. Time to get down to business. Where's that wolf working with the SWAT bots? You!
Who, me?
Fight. Freedom. Fight. Freedom. Fight. Meanwhile...
Ooh! What is this place?
Only one surefire way to find out. By tapping into the system. Oh dear, I do hope there's something else going on.
Ivo personal UA file entry, final phase, Down Under Airbus ore delivery. My entire life has been building up to this moment. The eradicated ore mine in Down Under is on its way to Robotropolis. It is the most crucial element needed to activate the ultimate annihilator.
Oh, UA.
We have to blow up this insane pilot somehow!
All of the mass destruction creations devised during my illustrious career, the UA was by far the most deadly. Once operational, I shall unleash its undescribable power on the village of Not Whole. After that, every living creature on Mobius will fall before me. Ivo Robotnik!
Perhaps if we were able to explode the Airbus! Let's not be too hasty, Sugar. In fact, wouldn't you say that Combat Crockbots we spoke to is quite the bomb?
Commander initiating final approach. Proceed.
Oh, hey, Drago! Over here!
Huh? Who said that?
Oh. What? Oh.
Hey, Drago, over here.
Huh? Who said that?
Well, what are you waiting for? I see something coming up fast, not too far off in the distance.
How do I know I can trust you?
Why, Drago, if you can't trust me,
Who can you trust?
So, you finally came to your senses, huh, babe?
What girl wouldn't prefer a winner? Instead of a loser like you! Meow!
You went.
Don't worry, Drago. I'm far from through with you. I loved you, Drago. I'd have done anything for you. And you used me. And for you to use me like that, you're the worst piece of slime it's been my misfortune to know. Well, Buster, here's where you get yours.
Hershey, no!
Oh my god, she was about to just fucking bust his head in with a stone.
Oh no, you don't, you dirtbag! You don't get off that easy! Hershey, say, what'd you do to him? Guess you could say I was paying him back for Princess Sally's death! Huh? I should have known not to trust the creep. He told me I'd be helping the freedom fighters. Instead, he tricked me with Robotnik's technology. When I cut that rope, Sonic, I thought it was Snively who was climbing it, but it was really Sally. Oh, Sonic, what have I done? Everything you've been through. You never mind that, Hershey.
What a face. Also, I feel so, like, not close to these characters at all. Like, if they had been introduced beforehand, and maybe they were and I just don't remember, but, like, if they had been introduced beforehand, I would, like, care more about, like, the tragedy of Hershey, but, like, I kind of just don't. You know what I mean? Not everything has to be an emote, Tyler.
You were duped. We were all duped.
Well, did I miss anything?
The cargo you requested has arrived safely from down under, but our troops have informed us that Sonic has liberated Knothole Village.
Good news on one hand, must beget bad news on the other. Well, what of it? What? Wipe the grease out of your tin-plated earlobe, Switz. That rodent is nothing to me. He's less than nothing. And that's pretty dang small, if you ask me. Finally my plans are coming to fruition. Let the hedgehog come. I'll bake him a cake with so many layers.
Holy Hannah, Antoine! Walt and Bobby helping us smuggle ourselves out of Crockbox prison camp was one thing. Shh, I know, but we had no idea the scope of Robotnik's plans.
There can only be one point of view in this world. Mine! Those smelly furballs. How I abominate them.
Is that a verb? I thought abomination was just like I don't think Oh, it is a word. I've just never heard it used in that I've heard like abomination, but I've never heard someone abominate someone else.
Sir? It's him! It's him! After all we've done, he still won't give up!
We'll just have to see about that, Snively.
Let me take care of him, sir.
Cat is a new face here. At least she will stay. Yeah, because like they were introduced like during their expedition with Sally shortly before she died. So like I don't feel bad for what for her being duped because there's no like previous emotional attachment to these characters. I'm not surprised that Drago is a bad guy because we didn't get to know Drago beforehand. It's not like if St. John turned out to be like, you know, a double crosser, there's a little bit more emotional investment there because it's like, oh, you know, like I never trusted him, but at the very least, like now it's official, right? With Drago and with Hershey, it's just like, I don't even know who you guys are. So like, it's not shocking to me that you were duped. It's not like, I don't feel anything. You know what I mean? It's a dynamic verb. Yeah, I suppose so. I suppose so.
If I modulate the frequency of my speedball, I run real fast, according to Uncle Chuck's theories.
Oh, it was Uncle Chuck's theory now, right?
I should be able to create afterimages of myself. Afterimage of myself, enough to mess with any opponent.
Again, they just pull shit out of their ass. Swear to God, he's never been able to do... Like, literally the first time he's ever done this in any of the games is, like, in Sonic Advance 2. And even then, it wasn't used for this. It was just a visual effect to show you how fast he was going. That didn't mean it did anything.
Out of my way, SWAT bots!
Oh, goody.
Oh.
Oh, goody! Look who's come to play! Sniffly. Hedgehog, if this is the last thing I ever do, I'll see you never make it inside! You're right about one thing, Needle Nose. This is the last thing you'll ever do! Oh, the heel bone's connected to the chest bone.
Why? What is it? What is it? What is it with this series? And its connection to dem bones. What the fuck? In a modern Sonic RPG, this could be a useful bit. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Because, like, he kind of does use it in Frontiers as the Phantom Rush, but I feel like it's more of a visual effect to show off how fast he's going rather than a technique he uses to his advantage. You know what I mean? They made a Dem Bones reference before Colors did. Yeah, and they did it before, too. Vector sung it in, like, another issue of Knuckles comics, and it's weird. Yeah, there's a time and place for everything, and this is neither the time nor place for comedy. I agree. That's exactly what I wanted to say too. Is that, like, this is just weird. Like, I was kind of gonna give it kudos because, like, I don't think that this comic is that bad so far. It's a little stupid, but, like, it's interesting also. And I do like how it's doing what an endgame should do, which is, like, bring all the previous characters together. Make certain characters interact in ways that you wouldn't have expected, like, you know, Bunny and Antoine teaming up with the freedom fighters from Down Under. Tails and Rotor. Granted, they've teamed up before, but, like, they're confronting Drago, and, like, I don't think Knuckles had ever met Jeffrey St. John, so now, like, they're kind of teaming. It says, like, it's kind of neat. It is kind of neat. I do like when stuff like that happens. Because it makes for interesting dynamics.
Ow! You hurt my sternum! Ow! Looks like my sidekick sent Robotnik's sidekick right down the drain! Good. Now I can focus my attention on... Where'd that brick wall come from all of a sudden? For the lava! Antoine! Bunny! How did you guys get here?
Sugar Sonic, we were trying to stop old Blubberbottom from wiping out an hole by placing the bomb to sabotage the weapon!
Once we plant this where it will do the most damage, it'll be set to detonate within 10 minutes' time. If we don't make it out before then, well...
Nobody said we'd live forever! Besides, if that's the price for taking down Butnik, let's do it! Sonic, wait! Where are you going? To buy you guys some time.
But Sonic...
No buts, Bunny. Just Butnik. You and Twan just make sure that when the doohickey of yours blows...
Oh, sorry.
Just make sure... You and Twan just make sure when that doohickey of yours blows...
What? Oh, okay. Sorry, that was a very confusing sentence especially because it, like, cuts off. It makes it sound like, just make sure that when that happens, that blah, 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 blah. But no, just make sure when it happens. Because they're emphasizing the wrong words, which is what makes it confusing.
Or it's gonna be a really big goodbye.
Sonic! This way, mon chéri! Our friend must do what he must do, and so should we now!
Why did they draw Antoine's eyes like that?
If we can get past that swap out, Sugar Twan, my dear bunny, why not hit him with your best shot? You've got quite the left hook, darling. Now to do the same to the rest of this place. In there!
Antoine is like Yugimoto. I love that, actually. I love the idea of having Antoine just randomly turn into Twan Ackerman, like just randomly, like in Yu-Gi-Oh. I guess they're official then. Yeah, I mean, they haven't really said like, oh, we're a couple now, but I mean, I guess they kind of are now. I'm okay with that. You think you've heard that? It's from Yu-Gi-Oh! Yugimoto's from Yu-Gi-Oh! He's a third-rate dueler with a fourth-rate deck. My ID. Just pulls out the duel disc.
Sugar Twan, do you hear? Something's happening with the Ultimate Annihilator. The roof is opening. I don't like this, Antoine. It's activated. We're too late. Oh, Antoine, we failed.
Stage 1 satellite activation is complete. Initiating Stage 2, otherwise known as the Knothole Wipeout. 5, 4, 3...
Knothole Wipeout? That sounds like...
2, 1... The Hedgehog of all times!
Yeah, too bad for you. If anything's getting wiped out here, I'll give you 3 guesses as to who. And the first 2 don't count.
We'll see who laughs last, you miserable rodent! Attention, all SWAT bots! Destroy the Hedgehog by any means necessary! Now, where was I? 0! Farewell, Knothole!
No!
With the press of a button, an energy beam of immense magnitude is unleashed, focused on one specific location.
After all this time, Knothole and its citizens are eliminated!
No. All my friends. Everyone that ever mattered. Everything all gone! Because of you, Robotnik! You better run, Robobot! Because there won't be much left when I'm through with you! This should do it! Come on, Honey Twan. We've done all we can here.
Warning, warning. Ultimate Annihilator system crash. Gross circuits will result in internalized energy emission. Destruction of war room. Imminent. Probability of resulting shockwave destroying everything in its path. 99.9 repeating % positive.
I hate that Hedgehog! I've lived to see one dream come true. The destruction of Knothole Village and everyone within it. All that matters now is the pleasure of eliminating you once and for all.
Although conscious of their impending doom, at this point both combatants feel they have nothing left to lose. After years of exchanging insults and vows of personal destruction, all is said and done. The only recourse left is... Dude, hand to hand. I want in the games so badly, and I know that that's not the point of Eggman, but I want so badly to see like a one-on-one fist fight between Sonic and Eggman. Oh my god, that'd be so sick. Yeah, you love to see it when Eggman actually throws hands. It's so sick. I love it. Do the Olympic Games count? I mean, not quite. I mean, like in a serious, like hand-to-hand, like not a party game, like this at the end of the world, blah blah blah. Like that'd be so. Dude, yeah, give Eggman a mech suit that like a suit that just looks like him, and it's just like not even. I don't feel like you even necessarily need to do that, but that would be sick, dude. True, the Olympics are very serious, but you know what I mean. Like the world is at stake, is what I mean. Ah! This one right here, this is sick, dude. The Luminant with the 5.
I'm not just gonna piss on the earth, Sonic. I'm gonna go higher. I'm pissing on the woods. How do you like that, Bill Clinton? You idiot.
Wait, who would have been an officer in this time? It would have been Clinton, right? Or maybe it was one of the George W's? I don't know. So something like Lex Luthor. I'm thinking something like Luthor, but at the same time, like if it was just like this, right? If it was just Eggman in his suit and Sonic just by himself, like beating the shit out of each other, be sick, dude. Because we've already seen that Eggman is like really strong, even without his mechs. So it's like, I don't know, man. Oh shit! This is just straight up pencil, bro. That's power. Not even joking. That's kind of powerful. I don't like how they drew Sonic's mouth, but kind of sick. Not gonna lie. You love to see a very beautiful, just unencumbered, unaltered pencil sketch. It's sick. Is this just a blank page? Wow. Damn. Actually pretty raw. Not gonna lie.
Whoa! I'm still here. Part of me, anyway. Feels like I've been through the ringer. Now I'm so tired. So tired.
There he is! Sonic is the closest to Ground Zero, so he probably needs medical attention immediately! Several hours later. Draw something on it? Hold on. Hold on, give me a second. No, go back. Oh, god damn it. Where did my pen go? Oh, there it is. Just very small. I don't want red though. Let's do it in black. Fist over here. Curl it up. Swing it in. Oh god, what does it even look like? Hold on. What does Robotnik even look like? Archie. Oh god, this is a good one. Why are people spoiling shit in chat? Haven't I told them not to do that? He has a small nose. I never noticed how small his nose was in Archie. Oh god. I did not account for where I was gonna put his eyes. I did not account for it. Oh god, his gross ass teeth. I made them like way more gross than they probably should be. Oh, what if I'm like made Sonic's fist do this and like he's grabbing his like collar? Does he have ears? He doesn't have ears. At least not that I can see here. And like what if Robotnik's fist is like right here? I'm wasting so much time on shit that like does not look good at all. Oh, it's also classic Sonic. I can't draw normal Sonic. Or modern Sonic, I mean. And then his like shoulder blade thingies that he has. And there's like something back here, I think. How does Spaz draw hands? Like super fucking. There was one artist that like drew hands super goddamn wild. And I'm just like, man, holy shit. Like they would draw hands like this, and I'm like, god damn, dude. I don't like that eye placement if I'm being completely TBH. That's better, I think. Yes. Save it for my personal time. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know, just something like that. Like, imagine if that was the last thing they saw. Anyway.
Where am I? About time you came to your senses. You're in the medical facility back in Knothole. Oh my gosh! What? But I saw Knothole get destroyed. Easy, lad. Everything's fine.
Knothole wasn't destroyed, Sonic! However, because we were hit before the UA overloaded, Knothole now exists in a temporal rift 3 hours in the future! Almost like a zone of its own!
What? Okay, sure. I didn't save it. I mean, I still have it in the thing. It's there.
In fact, many zones were created when Robotnik unleashed its device!
You saved us all. I only wish I was as brave as you. What do you mean, Doc? I no comprende. Do I speak Spanish now? Oh, this whole mess came about because of me. What?
Where's my mouse? There it is.
Oh, it wasn't intentional, I assure you. I'm not even sure I know how to explain. Robotnik had detected my neutron chip, the main component of the Dream Watcher. He tuned in, tracked the location of Knothole, and learned of King Acorn's return from exile. While you were detained recovering the King's sword, Robotnik sent his stormtroopers out to get me and the King, who he replaced with a robot duplicate.
Once I was brought before him, Robotnik explained to me that my device was key to his elaborate plans of revenge and world domination. At first, I refused to help, but when he had Snively kidnapped my wife and children, I was left with little choice. And he was afraid you might interfere. Robotnik appealed to Drago's greed and lust for the easy life. In turn, Drago set you up using Sally as a bait.
Yeah, the fall girl. That would have been rather insensitive.
But Robotnik didn't know.
But Robotnik didn't know was... Oh, what? I think they meant, but what Robotnik didn't know
Was that his nephew Snively had other plans. I noticed he altered the Ultimate Annihilator to affect only one organic pattern of the many organically programmed. Since only Robotnik could now be affected by the device, I kept quiet and prayed events would take course, as they eventually did. And Sally? She nearly died from her fall, though it was easy to convince everyone she didn't make it, especially Robotnik. And I had her placed in a stasis tube, disguised as some sort of fancy memorial, so she could heal and recover. You mean, yup, Sally's alive, Sonic. But she's in a coma, and I couldn't tell you when or if she's ever gonna come out of it. What am I doing here then? If I can do anything to help Sal, I've gotta do it no matter what. Hi guys, Mission of Mercy, I'll get back to you.
David with the 5, thank you so much. Since we're getting into art, I'd like to plug a surrealistic horror RPG by the name of Amori, produced by graphic designer and illustrator Omocat. Yes, I don't really think you need to plug it. I feel like most of us have maybe heard about it. I haven't played it yet. It's on my radar at some point, but I have heard of it, rest assured. I missed your donation? Oh, my bad. The Alba with the 5, thank you so much. So Robotnik is dead now. So yeah. No, he's got to come back as somebody. Unless this version of Robotnik is dead, then in that case, well, shit. Now, what was that about? Doesn't he know everything's cool?
Well, except for Sal. Everything except for Sally, Tails.
Where do y'all suppose he's running off to?
Oh, why is the stasis tube out in the open? Is this purely for like a fucking Snow White ass reference?
I love you, Sally. Please come back.
What did you say, Sonic?
Penders wrote this, right? Oh, I think it doesn't say until the end, right? Or was there an introduction? I don't even remember. Yeah, I think it doesn't say until the end. Sure. Okay, whatever. That bird on the left is a perv. The fucking pervert. Look at him.
Giggity. I said, I'm just happy to see you again.
And so it wasn't long before order was restored. Dr. Quack was exonerated due to extenuating circumstances and resumed looking after his patient, King Acorn. Mrs. Quack and the children are doing fine, thank you. Hershey was forgiven for being Drago's dupe. She's now a model citizen again, even though we don't really give a shit about her because we don't know her. The Freedom Fighters welcomed back their friend Sonic with wide open arms and began planning a big celebration. Jeffrey St. John was reinstated as commander of His Majesty's Secret Service. He awaits his next... Oh, reinstated? That means he never was, right? Drago was sentenced to the Devil's Gulag. Something about a cold day in a warm place was mentioned as to how long his sentence would run. Wow. It'll be a cold day in hell. As for Snively, well, that's another story for another day. Wow, that felt very rushed at the end. They're dead. Oh, everything's okay. Okay. This was meant to be the end of Archie as no new games were happening. This is ass. This is ass. If that was the Archie run, that was terrible. I'm sorry. There was like 2 issues where I was like, wow, I'm digging this. This sucked ass. It really says something when the Antoine Bunny relationship is more interesting than the relationship that involves a character whose name. Yeah, no, I agree. Worse than Fleetway? Oh yeah, absolutely worse than Fleetway. Absolutely. Those 2 issues were the ones where Sally died. Yeah, and I promise you, it has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with the fact that Sally was dead for the 2 issues. It was just an unfortunate coincidence, I guess. Like, dude, that was bad. I didn't like any of that. Because if Penders wrote that, then he has some balls to be like, the Dark Brotherhood ripped off the Dark Legion. It's like, dude, you fucking have an entire goddamn page of panels that look, and maybe, okay, to be fair, that probably wasn't him. Like, he wasn't the one who, like, drew that. But come on. So, Endgame Saga or Sonic Forces? Sonic Forces. Well, okay, hold on. To be fair, more shit happened, I think, in the Endgame Saga. I just don't like how it resolves, right? Like, there are bits of it that I think are cool, but a lot like Forces, it's just like, it's a lot of cool ideas that don't matter. Like, none of it is like, whatever happens is too fucking convenient, for one. Victory. Oh, was this like an epilogue issue or something? Oh god, graphic design is my passion. Jesus Christ. The planet Mobius was like a paradise until the evil Dr. Robotnik and his mechanical legions conquered the land and its people, using his knowledge of technology and pollution. But many young, courageous citizens banded together as a brave group of freedom fighters. They struggled to overthrow the dictator and one day regain what was once theirs. Among them, the greatest of the freedom fighters is the fastest and way coolest dude on 2 feet, Sonic the Hedgehog. But now, with Robotnik's seeming demise, the freedom-fighting band of bot-kicking rebels who brought an end to his tyrannical reign of techno-terror can finally enjoy a long-awaited peace. Or can they? Read closely, Speed Freaks, because only Sonic the Hedgehog can answer that question for you. The celebration is already underway. Let's join the freedom fighters as they corner Sonic away from the other village. Also, I love how their victory came at the hands of Robotnik's death, which they had multiple opportunities to do. And you could say, like, oh, but we're freedom fighters. We don't kill. Like, he had to kill himself. It's just like, dude, then you were never gonna fucking win. Like, that was, no offense, but that's your goddamn fault. I mean, I think I've very much explained what my thoughts on the Endgame arc and the first interpretation of Robotnik have been. I actually I didn't mind Robotnik as a character, as a villain. I kind of liked him. It's just that, like, things that happened to, especially early on when, like, they were still kind of figuring things out in terms of, like, what they were doing, and it was more comedic. He was kind of stupid here and there. He was intimidating, which I like. I like that he had a lot of pretty devious plans. But as for the endgame arc, it like the first half of it was like some of my favorite shit from Archie so far, and then they just completely fucked it up in the latter half. Like the latter half is just so, it's almost a return to form. Like they add too many goofy things for what should be a very serious story. And again, like I said yesterday, it's not that you can't have comedy in a serious story. I think you really can. But you pick a time and a place, you know? Like, you can have little parentheses in a serious moment to crack a joke or something, but it just did not pick its moments well. At least in Fleetway, the first chance they got in the floating island incident, they locked up Robotnik. Yeah, that's the thing, too, is that, like, they actually tried to imprison Robotnik in Fleetway, and then in Archie, it's just like,
well, he was defeated. I guess we'll have to wait until to see what Robotnik does next.
And it's just like, dude, fuck that. Yeah, exactly. Emmy has exactly eloquently with 2 emojis explained what my thoughts on Endgame were. But what about Sonic's personality? Sonic the comic barely jokes around, but game Sonic always does it. Oh, but what is Sonic's personality? Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is that, like, no one... Sonic the Hedgehog isn't winning any awards for being the best character in the world. I don't think anybody's saying that, but at the same time, like, with Sonic, it's rarely ever annoyed me. Like, there are instances, like, Lost World, Colors, where it's just, like, even Forces to a degree, where, like, he's just an arrogant ass who, like, doesn't know when to be serious. But there are other moments, like, especially in the early to mid 2000s, where it's just like, yeah, he cracked jokes, but he also knew when to be serious. You know what I mean? What are the highest highs so far? Endgame 1 and 2. The time, the night of Robotnik's defeat. The place, Not Whole Village. Freedom Fighter Compound. The occasion? Why not check it out for yourself? Why don't you shut the fuck up and stop with useless speech bubbles then?
We've been waiting for this day. We've been waiting for this day for our whole lives, Sonic, and it couldn't have happened without you.
There he is. There's Levi Twan.
I'm speechless, Sal. This celebration is way cool. Why aren't we celebrating with the rest of the village in the meeting area?
I love that Sally's not even really looking at like, Sonic's looking at Sally's hair. Sally's looking at, like, Uncle Chuck. Rotor's looking at Bunny, and Bunny's, like, looking at nothing. And then Twan is, like, simping for Sonic. And then Tails is really tiny for some reason.
Don't you know? Or maybe you're not as swift as you'd like to everyone to think, Sonic.
Or maybe my nephew's been so tired after finally defeating Robotnik that he hasn't had a moment to slow down.
To be fair, Uncle Chuck, Sonic, and I need people to understand this, Sonic didn't do a fucking thing. Sonic didn't defeat Robotnik. If anything, it was Snively who defeated Robotnik when you think about it. Because he was going to blow shit up in Knothole, and then Snively was like, I'll show you, Uncle Julian! And, like, redirected shit. And the thing is, Dr. Quack knows this, meaning everybody else should know this, meaning they should know that Sonic didn't do a damn thing. You really think they knew it? Yeah, because fucking Dr. Quack knew it, and he explained it, and Rotor was in the room. What do you mean? This is Snively hate. I never said I hate Snively. I'm saying Sonic, they're giving Sonic credit for something he didn't do. Yeah, and Sonic only survived because of the plot armor ring. He would have been dead too. Sonic physically pummeled Robotnik while trash-talking him, though. Okay. Yeah. Wow. A contribution if I've ever seen it. But they fight. Wow. Okay.
That he hasn't had a moment to slow down. I think the princess has pulled another fast one on you, Sonic.
Uncle Chuck, what the heck is going on?
Sonic the Hedgehog, for your outstanding bravery, bold courage, and strong leadership, the Freedom Fighters award you.
Gosh, everybody, this victory bash is way past cool.
He's never received an award before? Later that night. Hey, the movie got it from here.
Sonic, wake up! Sonic, hurry! He appears to be weary from tonight's festivities, Sally. Perhaps he will be unfit for the secret mission.
Secret mission? What's going on, Sal?
Shh, like Nicole said, it's a secret. Come on.
Hey, Sally, what gives? We've come up all the way up to the Great Forest, and you haven't said a word about this secret mission.
Oh.
This totally isn't like you. Why so hush? Hush, hush. Just what is the secret? The secret is that your secret mission isn't so secret after all, you fool! What? Robotnik's combats? Sally, no! This can't be! How is it possible?
Oh. Is this a dream?
Through! Coming through! Look out!
Why is this... I mean, I guess I kind of understand why. It's a little confusing. He starts here, coming through, look out, and then what?
Tell them all. No one can hear you, Sonic. Soon, Knothole will belong to Dr. Robotnik. Huh? But Robotnik's gone! I may not be able to comprehend any of this, but I still better warn the others! After him!
Sonic the Hedgehog in Reality Bites. Part 2.
Tails! Hold tight, Sonic! These creeps mean business! Hasta la vista, mister! The bad news is someone's taken over old Robotnik's spot and roboticized Sally. The worst news is that they're heading for Knothole. What the heck?
Well. If it isn't last year's model of Robotnik's mutant dragonflies.
Right? Or who's speaking right now?
Complete with some old afterburners, no longer state-of-the-art laser cannons, and a deep-rooted hatred of hedgehogs.
Uh-oh, Tails. It looks like trouble always comes in twos.
Wrong, Sonic! In your case, it comes in threes!
Tails! I gotta think double time or else I'm gonna become a blue splat with way cool sneakers. Think.
Yep. What happened, Crab Meat? Where'd he go?
Cheeky monkey. So this someone's got the Tails too, huh? Well, they all forgot about the old Triple S. After all, the underground is Hedgehog's natural habit. What the heck is happening to me? First my friends betray me. Now I keep seeing visions of Unk. It's gotta be another trick. I won't look. Gotta keep going on. My calculations are right. I should be up near the hot spring. Bunny, are you okay? What the heck happened to your leg?
Everyone's gone screwy, Sonic. The princess, Tails, even your uncle.
You don't have to tell me. Here, can you walk on it?
I think so. Holographic image of your uncle just appeared out of nowhere and shot laser beams at me.
Wait, I saw the same projection a minute ago. How could it attack you just now?
I mean, there can be multiple holograms, right?
Honey, if you're really not on my side and plan on getting the jump on me, why don't you just cut to the chase?
Sonic, I thought you'd never ask, sugar.
Mondo coolness, a power ring. Come to Papa. What gives? This ring's got no thing.
That's right, Hedgehog, and that means you've got no...
You got a ring for a straitjacket, and I'm Ghost.
I'm guessing Sonic said that, I don't know. Omni with the 2, thank you so much. It's Kilometer's head's weakness from last time. It is! Can't believe Sonic Prime ripped off Sonic the Hedgehog number 51. How it tries to connect all the continuities? So far? What do you mean? I mean, like, I don't... All the continuity, like the games and the show? Like, I get... I don't know that it does it well, though. Like, I don't know that it gets points for that. That friend who sanity you question with the 5, thank you so much. Don't know why 50's final page was missing, but the writers are Penders, pages 1 through 3, 22, Gallagher 4 through 9, Ballers 10 to 15, and a final message. Oh, weird. Strange.
Finally made it, at last! Knothole! Seemed like everyone in their robot duplicate has tried to stop me from getting here. Well, here goes something.
I think it's a little weird that Sonic hasn't, like, lamented their...
The fly dip!
He hasn't, like, lamented them getting roboticized. He's just like,
Man, gotta figure out what the hell happened.
it's just like,
Sweet curve! Oh, great, it's that freaky Holochuck again. Oh, Bunny was lying about those laser beams, too.
Ikase on Hukenox am yoke.
Hey, slow down, no obla gibberish! Hold up a sec. Are you trying to warn me about something? Is that what you've been trying to tell me?
Keneg nid trembo, Sonic. Keneg nid trembo.
Not to go to Knothole? Huh? Huh? You said my name!
What? What? How are you even deciphering that? Oh, this is gonna be some weird shit that they explain later, huh? What?
Whoops, apocalypse!
Really? That's all you have to say? Is whoops apocalypse?
Ah, Sonic, I waited a long moment for this time. I waited for this moment a long time. I finally have Knothole, and now I've captured you as well, despite your valiant efforts. How does it feel to have egg on your face?
Whatever your plan is, Butnik, it won't work, and bad puns won't help you either.
It seems that our spiky friend isn't willing to accept reality. I mean, what's so hard to swallow? The egg on your face? Even all your friends have seen the light. Not even your vaunted magical rings can help you. Especially when they're now my vaunted magical rings. Face it, Sonic. You've been beaten fairly and squarely. Your teammates have played you for a sap. What do you say? Join us.
Join us! Join us! Join us, sugar! Like, this isn't registering on the coolness scale at all. Betrayed by my best friend while Butnik overtakes Knothole. Something just isn't...
Is this the one, like, virtual reality shit that Robotnik put him in that one time? Where, like, everything seemed perfect, but, like, now it's just being used separately to the point where it's, like, being used to torture him or something?
Real!
Real!
What the... Huh? Uncle Chuck, you did it! He's waking up! Whoa! I had the weirdest dream ever, and you were all in it. Hey, what's up with this funky contraption?
Bunny looks really cute there.
Let me tell you, if you had said nightmare, you'd have been closer to the truth, Sonic. It seems that your reward was booby-trapped with an artificial virus that threw into a virtual reality nightmare while you slept.
Huh?
It's true! And furthermore, you had given in to Robotnik's wish. Had you given in to Robotnik's wishes, you would have been trapped in VR forever. The holographic image that you saw was me trying to warn you.
Oh. Sorry, I didn't know that was still Uncle Chuck.
It was me trying to warn you via this device I hastily whipped up. It's great to have you back, Sonic!
We were very worried about you.
What a kick in the pants that would be if Robotnik had scored from beyond the grave!
Well, as it turns out, it looks as if Robotnik had nothing to do with this.
Huh? But if Butnik wasn't behind this, then who?
What's next? Join us in Sonic number 52 before the action really kicks into high gear in Sonic Brave New World. The ride has just started. Okay. I guess I can get behind that. That was a little weird, but I can get behind it. That's fine, I guess. He would have gotten SAO'd. He sure would have. Whatever that means. I know it's Sword Art Online, but I don't. It's if you die in the game, you die in real life situation, which I'm assuming is what happens in SAO. Isn't Pyrocynical huge? Why would I want to raid someone huge? Yup. We're ending in that? Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah, we'll do one more. Why not? Screw it. Because we did muck around a little bit. Dude, honestly, okay. I'm guessing that's Enderjack's hand. This, my dates are wrong again. Because this is December, and my thing says October. This cover is pretty awesome, actually. Like, it's drawn super well. It's colored super well. Pretty dope. Dark Vengeance, part 1 of 3. Oh my god. Ow! Goddamn. Ow. Too bad it wasn't very good. Yeah. Born to the most noble of Echidna houses, the latest to continue the family heritage and responsibilities as guardian of the floating island, defender of all from the forces of evil from the world beyond, as well as those who would threaten within, is none other than Knuckles the Echidna. Okay, that is a gross goddamn misunderstanding of who Knuckles is from Penders. Because, listen to what he said. Defender of all from the forces of evil from the world I guess from the world beyond. Never mind. I was wrong. Because, like, I thought that what he meant by that was, like, defender from people from all around the world, which is bullshit, because, like, he said before, it's like, I don't give a shit what you guys do, so long as you don't disturb the floating island, you guys can do whatever the hell. Why I want to raid someone huge? Because they already have a bunch of, like, viewers. Why would I want to, I want to take viewers to someone who's trying to start out. There's really, I can't boost someone's career when their career is bigger than mine. Due to his relative youth and lack of experience, Knuckles believed that his task is a simple one. Defend the natives of the floating island from those who would threaten it. Okay, see, that's what I meant. Yeah. Now Knuckles is learning that he's one of many of a long line who have guarded the safety of his people. Having only recently been reunited with his people, who had been existing in another dimension, he is no longer the only one of his kind and is having a hard time dealing with the implications of that fact. Since the appearance of his fire ant companion Archimedes, Knuckles has begun to comprehend that his existence is a lot more complicated than originally believed. With duties and obligations that have been handed down from one generation to the next, Knuckles is learning to deal with problems that had their origins long ago. As a result, Knuckles has never before faced the fury of someone bent on seeking his total and complete destruction until now. Oh, I said, oh, yeah. I just scraped my foot on the wheel. That's why I said, ow. Together we are small, or like if they're a friend of mine, right? Or if they're a friend of mine and they're bigger than, sure, because they'll, that's just me being a friend. But if it's like someone I don't even know and their career is like much bigger than mine, it's like I'm not doing anything to. There's not much I'm gonna do to bolster your career because you're already bigger than I am. Like I can't really help you that much. I'd rather help someone out who needs the help or like, I don't know, would actually appreciate the help.
At last, I've searched long and hard for you, Dimitri. And now it's time for you to come home. That's it. You feel my call. Now let my energies channel through you, providing the beacon to guide you back to where it all started.
Deadly Homecoming.
So that we may both achieve our greatest desires. And with this statue in the image of the great Dimitri to inspire us, we rededicate ourselves to the holy task of restoring Echidna society to its natural... By Amos's force! Great Dimitri statue! Who would dare? Once again, Enerjack strides the floating island. Where is the infidel who... The face of long ago. Still an acceptable likeness. I should very much like to meet the one responsible. You knew the great Dimitri? Knew him. Remove my faceplate and gaze upon him whom you profess to honor. Great Dimitri, it is you. How may we serve you?
Wow. I can't believe they're not going to show Dimitri's fate. Fucking, it looks exactly like Knuckles. Who cares? It's not a secret. Like, we've gotten to Enerjack. We got to Enerjack before. We've already fought Enerjack. Yeah, he doesn't care about Knuckles, the Sonic character. He cares only about Knuckles, the self-insert. Yeah, which, I mean... If it was an original character, I wouldn't care, right? Or, well, I would still care. I would probably care less. But when it's like you're tainting Knuckles' character with your own bullshit, it's like, that's when it's annoying. Was the Robotnik fight I have in mind similar to the Armstrong boss in Metal Gear Rising? I mean, yeah, kind of. Should you link the Discord for anyone who hasn't joined and would like to stay in touch? I don't see why not. Just be forewarned. I'm not actually there all that much. So, like, it's more just for the community, but I'm not actually... I don't engage with the Discord, I guess. How did I like issue 50? Meh. What's up, Zinni? It's been a while. How you doing?
You are my army now, and there is a world for us to conquer. Let us begin by striking first at him who would deny us.
Mind if I join you?
Yeah, sure. That the company will be a load of laughs, though.
I didn't come here looking for a good time. I just wanted to talk. You haven't said much since Mobotropolis.
Sonic Archives Volume 14. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, what did Knuckles end up doing during that anyway? I genuinely, honest to God, don't even remember what happened after they left we just read it, and I don't remember. Trying to juggle everything on your plate, but you glad... Oh, I'm glad. Did this skip a comic? They visited in Sonic 52. He punched Drago once. Oh. So is it... Wait, hold on. Let me check issue 52. Issue 52 is in November. What the fuck, dude? Why is all the... Okay, I'm kind of glad I'm going on hiatus now because I get to restructure when these comics fucking came out. Because my list is just wrong. Like, it started out great. It was going really well up until, like, a few issues ago where it just all came apart. Because I guess we're supposed to read this one first, then. We're already knee-deep in... Oh, it's fine. It's fine. We'll just finish Knuckles 7 and... whatever.
I was thinking about Sonic, and it hit me how much alike we are. He's upset because his parents kept a lot from him, just like mine have. Only... it's not just my parents. It's everyone. It's like they all know something and I don't. Like a puppet with everyone pulling the strings.
That's fair. Just before I had glad you made it too. You wish more out of it, but it was a decent film. You had a good time. Well, that's the important thing. I feel kind of the same, but when it's on Ignition Disappearance in issue 52, which I thought, like, per the information I had, I thought was in November, but no, apparently not. I think I'm honestly probably just gonna cave and have Joniel just explain to me how the order of this is supposed to go. I didn't want to do it that way, but it's just gonna get... Because my information is wrong. Like, I would keep going if my information was correct, but I'm looking at it and my information is wrong. So, like, I don't mind the help now. Crow commands with the 5. Thank you so much. Cover date does not equal release date. So, for old comics, that's when they were supposed to take them off shelves. Oh, really? I didn't know that.
And I can only react to whatever's happening at the moment. It was so much more simple. It was so much simpler when all I had to do was guard the Chaos Emerald to make certain everyone was cool.
At least you have friends you can hang out with. Except for you, nobody seems to have much to say to me these days.
Huh?
I guess my former friends aren't so popular with you straights. Can't even walk the streets without people either staring at me or avoiding me. All I wanted to do was check out where my family used to live.
Really? Hadn't thought about how others would react to you. Come on, I have an idea. Let's go home for Archimedes. You might have a suggestion or two.
Any idea on where to find him?
If I did, that'd be a first.
It's good to see you again, grandfather. I came as soon as you called. And also, I was on the way when you called me.
It may already be too late, Archimedes.
What may be too late?
I bring word from Haven that something very dire is in the air. We have to warn Knuckles.
Wait, that sound. Warn Knuckles? Of what, grandfather?
You mean like release order or chronological order? I still want to do release order. That's the thing. I still want to handle this in release order because that's how they released it. But am I saying that I want you to give me a reading guide? Yeah. Yeah. With you straight, heterophobic Julie Sue. That's not what she means, but it is pretty funny. To think that's what she means.
Surely you haven't forgotten me, Jack, once and future master of all he surveys. There won't be any cute disappearing acts on your part this time, as I've suspended you in motion before you can even complete a thought. You fire ants have been nothing but a thorn in my side ever since I can remember. Therefore, I think it's time I return the favor. And this is only the beginning.
I've come before this assembled body to discuss. No.
I've come before this assembled body to discuss a matter of most urgent need for my people. Regarding the issue of housing, my people are tired of living in tents.
I deeply sympathize with their plight. But our construction team is working as fast as it can.
That small conciliation council at Darwin. Suppose the shoe were on the other foot. And it was our city that survived while your kind were left homeless. I sincerely doubt you'd react differently than we have.
Master Striker, what proof have you that your kind can even be trusted? The Dingoes haven't exactly attempted to establish peaceful relations with the Echidnas in the past.
First of all, Madam Counselor, I am a general and you will address me by my rank. Second, the situation has obviously changed to reflect more in your favor. What can I do that will further appease you?
Well, General Stryker, I think I speak for all when I say that if your people lay down their arms, that will go a long way towards establishing better relations. What do you say?
Counselor Darwin, as long as our housing needs are met, that is more than fair. I'll give you my word of honor.
Goodness.
then my people will do their utmost to cooperate with you.
I mean, they can just fucking kill you if they find out that... Did I ever grow up with Archie? No. I only ever read and owned one comic, issue 150. And that was around the time that I was like when I read it, I remember thinking like, wow, there's so many like characters that I know from the games and stuff. But like things in this are happening really weird and I don't like know who half these characters are, so like I don't know. You'll do some research. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, Jojo. Joe's been waiting since Comic Stream 3 to hear that, I'm sure. I appreciate it. Good lord. Fingers crossed. 150 boy. Yep. You and a couple of late releases of Archie growing up, and you thought that some of the art was cool. Yeah, I thought the art was cool. Like, I remember thinking that some of the art was cool in the comic I read, but that other art was just like maybe even a little too detailed. Want to use Manga Dex that has all of it? I think I did, and it didn't. I think I used Manga Dex, and it didn't have them all. And if it did, I think they were all in Japanese, which, I mean, I could translate, but like, I don't know. He knew I'd come crawling back. Because I'm pretty sure I did look it up. Sonic Unleashed, the Hedgehog. And plus the manga is just so fucking difficult to follow. Or maybe not. Hold on. I think I might have just now found it. Wait, Volume 1, Chapters 1, 5, and 6? Why? Why is it only Chapters 1 through 5? Yeah, they're incomplete. It only has Chapters 1, 5, and 6. And then Volume 2 has only Chapters 11 and 10. And then Volume 6 has Chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I don't know if there are more than that. Like, it's a mess. Anyway.
Where are you going? This doesn't look familiar to me at all.
This is part of the lava reef zone. Rarely gets visitors, which is how the natives around here prefer it.
Natives?
Yup, the only ones who really enjoy this type of environment. Of course, finding them is a real trick.
Find what? I don't see anything.
Because you're not looking in the right spot.
Knuckles! This is a surprise! What can I do for you?
I'm looking for Archimedes. Any clue on where to find him?
Unfortunately, no. If anything, the powers that be are rather worried that they haven't heard from him or Dio Valente in some time.
As in zero? Zip? Zilch? Nada?
You got it!
That doesn't sound good.
No kidding. You're talking a major understatement here. Is it the Dark Legion? The way everyone is acting, it's even bigger than that.
Bigger? The only ones I can think of more powerful than the Legion are a long way from here.
Watch your back then, lad. There's nothing more dangerous than an enemy with a surprise advantage.
I hear that. As for surprises, I have a trick or two myself. I have to do something about this win.
Oh, about this win? I can't have Knuckles thinking his mother didn't want him.
You're not to blame, my dear.
Yes, I am. By agreeing to be the wife of a guardian, I knew the terms in accepting. Just didn't know I couldn't handle a win.
That was then, darling. And this is now. You were young and impulsive and you thought you'd make a difference. What you didn't grasp was the concept that you were marrying into what essentially is Echidna royalty. We're talking about a family pivotal to our history that can trace its lineage for well over 400 years. You merely played the part in the proceedings. Now we've entered a new chapter for our people.
There's something in one of the Soulstar stories that is very similar to this. Also, Greg, you can see here that the things jot out a little, so I feel like that's confirmation that these are bandages of some kind.
And we'll adapt to the change, just as we always have in the past. The question is how you will deal with it. How you will deal with it.
I believe it's time I had a long overdue discussion with his father concerning our son.
Neuron activated. Yeah, there's a character that's actually very much... It's not exactly the relationship that, like, Lara Lay has with Locke and Knuckles' role, but it's similar. Like, it's got, like, inklings of a very similar story, you know what I mean? Man talks to ants, don't echidnas eat ants? This one doesn't, he eats grapes. Careful, Penders is gonna sue you. Dude. That's what I'm most afraid of, is like people looking at like my story and being like, I came up with that, or like you copied that from this, you know, and it's like, no. Thoughts on Bean and Bark? There's really nothing to think about them. They are characters in a video game. They are there. Do the characters happen to prominently feature shades of red? No, actually. Funnily, no. All right, Ayan, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Hey there, got any shade for the eyes? The color is positively overwhelming.
That's the first impression everyone has when they step into the Rainbow Valley. The color does more than just make everything look nice. Chameleons are suspicious people by nature, and with their ability to blend into the surroundings, this area was a natural for them to settle in.
Will we run into any of them?
Oh, they're all around. They just don't wish to show themselves to strangers.
Why are you stopping here? It's only a tree.
Oh, no, it's not. It's Espio's home. Espio! Are you home? No answer. I better go up and check.
Ah, this is what they were showing in that one comic. He was in... Weird that the houses are also camouflaged, but okay, I guess. Aki Forest and Yami's 7 Ways with Frontiers, Life of a Lonely Whale playing Murder Sonic, Amanda the Panda with Generations, Bubblebrook with Mario Maker, Artemis Soul with Gardic Phone. Interesting. Wait, that was what? What was me? What are you guys talking about? Fair enough, I got you. I have no idea what's being talking about. Bean and Bark don't have characters in the game. Starship created their characters we know of today. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you ask me an opinion on like Bean and Bark from Sonic the Fighters, I'm just like, they exist. There's nothing to think about them. I don't know how anybody could have an opinion of them based on just their existence. In his biology that allows him to be invisible, right? How do you give that to objects? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I have no idea.
What? There's nothing there.
I told you. You just have to know where to look.
Well?
Doesn't look good. Not good at all. Something really bad is going down. And I want Mighty in on this. We're going to his place next.
I thought the Rainbow Valley was where Vector... Oh, no, his is the Swampy Swamp, or whatever the hell. That's right.
What you should be doing is getting some sleep. You haven't rested in days. Grandfather Hawking can do without your services for a few hours. I'm fine, Father. Right now, sleep is the last thing I can afford. Right now, you at less than peak proficiency could result in a mistake at the wrong time. Heart attack! Stand back, Father! He's so weak that our instruments could kill him. If Grandfather is to survive, I must make mental contact. Concentrate.
I'm sure this is going to come up at some point. I don't know, but this is mega fucking hypocritical of the Guardians if they're using technology to like spy on whatever happens on the floating island, because wasn't the whole point of the Guardians of the Chaos Emeralds to denounce technology as well? Wasn't that the whole thing? Oh, thank you so much, Emmy. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you as always. Bark and Bean have personalities stated in the manuals. The manuals for Sonic the Fighters, which is an arcade game? I didn't know those came with... Unless it's in Gems Collection, maybe, but... Oh, when I said that he eats grapes. Oh.
I shall finally go to the great beyond.
I shall finally go to the great beyond.
Not yet, grandfather. There's still a spark yet in you.
No, he looks pretty old.
Haven't I done enough in this lifetime? I'm not the one to say. I only see a life worth preserving.
Look? Look! I was beginning to wonder if you'd follow me up. Need a hand?
Thanks, but no thanks. I'm more than capable. Also, asshole, you can climb with your fucking Spock fists. I don't got that shit.
Yeah, I'm sure. Seems like another bad scene from the looks of it.
What did you expect? Or are you that slow on the uptake?
No, just hopeful.
Heads up! Kragok is coming through! Must be important. He's been with the Master all day.
What do you think is going on? I couldn't even begin to speculate.
Just be ready for anything.
I've just inspected the troops, Master, and I... Walmart sign! You think you know power, Kragok? You can't even begin to fathom the concept. Very soon now I will spring the trap shut on my accursed descendant, and he will suffer like no one else has before or since.
They were in Fighters Megamix too, and that was on set. Pretty sure you could play as a car in that game. Oh, right. I guess that counts. Sure.
You know, I sense a pattern at work here.
No kidding. At this point, I'd rather be your enemy.
How do I know you aren't, huh?
What's with you? Now I have to take an oath of loyalty or something? Hey!
Good question. We'll have to settle it later, babe.
Where's the fire?
If I'm right, down below.
Oh, no, you don't. Not without me! Oh my gosh!
Just hold on tight. Now, if you intercepted the clue correctly that I had left for you.
Oh, is that Mammoth Mogul?
The fun will soon begin.
Come on, Knuckles. Give already. You can at least tell me what's going on.
How should I know? All I know is someone is doing my number on my friends. Whoever that someone is controls a lot of power. You don't just bag the Chaotix 1, 2, 3 like that.
Yeah, you do, because they have. They literally did that in, like, earlier issues of your comic. And wasn't it just Archimedes or your dad?
I wouldn't exactly rate them the world's best fighters, Knux.
Okay, so Mighty isn't much on technique, but when you're as strong as he is, does it matter? Whoa!
Hey!
You disappoint me, Knuckles! Following in the footsteps of my insipid brother!
Oh,
my insipid brother! That voice. It isn't possible.
Mr. Bacon Man with the 2, thank you so much. You loved my Everything Wrong with Undertale vid. Thank you. I'm glad you loved it.
What is impossible?
I'm not scared of you, Dimitri. You hear me?
Dimitri? You mean...
Brave words, but totally empty and devoid of meaning to one such as I. Run, Julie Sue!
Run? Run where? Run where?
Whereas the lady immediately recognizes how dire your situation is, Knuckles. You could learn a thing or two from her. Unfortunately for you, you don't have the time.
Why is he giant? Why is he huge? Could be continued. That's if there's anything left to tell. Ha 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 ha. God damn it. I can't believe that wow, there's emojis on that? Wow, that's cool. Well, it's been a gas, everybody. It's not the end. Obviously, it's not the end. I will come back to streaming at some point when it is more advantageous for me to do so. The thing is, and I've explained this before, I'm going on a hiatus just because there's a lot of work to be done in my life. I have been doing nothing but streaming, and it sounds stupid, and I really do hope you guys understand. These aren't doing the numbers that the Sonic Marathon did. So it's not exactly keeping me afloat, and I need to actually do work that requires my full attention. And I've struggled to get videos out because this has become sort of my job. My job has become making sure that I know the comics I need to do, making sure that I, put the thumbnail together, that I do that I spend time with my partner, that I tend to her needs because of her condition right now. That I do stuff around the house to make sure that, we are in good living conditions. So, I have not been able to actually get a lot of work done. Working on Freedom Planet was a struggle, and that should not have been as difficult as it was. So, I really need all the time I can get. I need to focus my time. That's nothing to mention about, Minus World stuff, too. That's not to mention of, what we get up to on the weekends. I need the time, because my time is not the same as it was before when I was living with Nathan. Things are different now, and I need the time to work on actual content that more people are going to watch and that I can actually afford to live. So I do hope that you guys understand that. This has been very fun. It sucks that I'm going to stop doing this, but it's become a necessity, right? Well, I'm glad that you guys understand, and I appreciate you guys, sticking around, being there for me. Attending all these streams. I do hope that more of my personal personality has my authentic personality has come through with the streams, because that's always my intention. Everything wrong with stuff, that's a character. Yeah, in a way it is me, because I am the one writing the scripts and everything. It's me from how much I critique things. It's me from how much I make jokes about stuff. But it's a script. I'm going off of a script, right? And so, I feel that there's a wall between seeing my authentic self and seeing someone that you guys just think is my authentic self. And I hope that a lot of you have since, seen me for me and know that I am more than that, Yes, exactly, Jaden. And I appreciate that you see that as well. We made it through Endgame, at least. We sure did. Can we get one last raid link for old times? Absolutely. It's not like this is ending. We're not ending streaming altogether. It's not like I'm quitting streaming necessarily. I'm quitting it for the time being until, I feel a little bit more stable, and I feel a little bit more like I have more of an idea of how I can allocate my time to a point where, this is feasible within my means, if that makes any sense. As always, I do appreciate every time every comment that you guys show in chat, every time that you've helped raid, every kind donation or just very kind chat comment. Let's try raiding AccuForce. Sure, absolutely. No, not. But yeah, I'm very grateful to you guys. And I always will be, because you guys are the ones that allow me to do what I do for a living, and that is not lost on me. I have that with me every day. So I appreciate you all, as always. Let's go say hi to someone. Let's make their day, hopefully. Zinni with the 5, thank you so much, so long. You're 100 million. I'm glad I made it to this stream. Stay safe and stay awesome. You too, Zinni. Thank you so much. Aura, I might be talking to you soon, Aura. I appreciate you, though.
as always, you know that. And I appreciate Greg. Both Greg and Aura have been great in terms of moderating these streams. They've been great in terms of, being here, being really, really good personal friends of mine. And their contributions to helping moderate the stream, I can't thank them enough. So also Crow, yes, also Crow, also my buddy Carl. That's right. Greg, if you could get a Discord link for Sonic Men, that would be greatly appreciated. As always, let's go say hi to Aki Forest. I love you all. I will see you guys in the next video or whenever I decide to stream next. If a new Sonic game comes out or like whenever the update comes out, I'll be sure to stream that and see a bunch of you guys again. I love you all so much, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody. For a little bit. We'll be back. We will be back. Bye, everybody.